G'day, welcome back to the walkabout. So I've gone and I've upgraded a bunch of stuff. Our black knife is now at +9, and you can see we get C in faith. And there's not a lot, like it's not doing a silly amount of damage, it's only doing, 547, but the death ray thing is spectacular. Also went in and upgraded the finger seal, which gets an S in faith. It's a better seal when we're lifting our faith than the claw mark seal is. And once we get our faith up to 40, then the Erdtree seal, you can see the Erdtree seal there is going to be doing a little better once we get 40 faith. Okay, so now we are ready to take on a couple of dragons. We've taken on that first dragon. Let's go take on the second dragon. Where was that one? Oh, I know where it was. It was over here. There we are. At the Cathedral of Manicelis. So I'm going to try and use this dagger to show you what it looks like. So remember, this is where we finished Rani's quest line, and directly out the front here is a whopping great big, very, very pricey dragon. So you definitely want to be putting your gold scarab on for this bad boy. I'm going to get rid of that. And one of them. One of them. And as soon as we can, one of them. And one of these. So you can see it's already just draining. Look at that. 3 hits and it's already just sapping it dry. And you can see the black bit on its health bar. That's what was drained. That's the percentage that's gone. So you can just sit here and literally... Oh, maybe not. And the other good thing about it is the distance. So, oh. Okay. Right in the butt. The other good thing about it is that you jump up when you do it, and look how easy it just wipes away the health bar, and we just picked up 240,000 runes because of that. So it is a particularly powerful boss killer. It's more powerful as a boss killer, I think, than the Blasphemous Blade is. And of course here, just that little dragon, that's going to let us get it up to 38 faith, which is really lifting our weaponry. And, once we get to 40 faith, we can move on with our lives. All right, so... time to head into the capital. So we've done all of this, and we've done all of that, and we've done the deep well, and we've done all the bottom bit. The last one area that I want to go to before we go to the capital, we'll do one more, which is you want to start at, I'm going to find it, the ancestral woods, wherever they are. There they are. We're going to start the ancestral woods. So this is an entirely other section of the game. that we're going to go to now, which is, you know, like, just silly how many huge parts this game has. So we haven't even gone to the capital yet, right? And we're already... We haven't been upgrading with anything but playing. We're already at level 113. And we haven't even gone to the capital, let alone really the snowy regions or the Erdtree or any of the other bits like that. So we've got, you know, maybe half the game still to go. And we're sitting up at this level. So we're coming down here, northwest. You wouldn't, unless you noticed those jellyfish, you wouldn't necessarily even have bothered to come through here because we've killed a boss. Right? So why would we? Like, the boss is dead. You know, I don't understand. What's the problem? So we can probably go for 9, 9 and 5. And go for 14. Go for 5. Seeing as we've got some FP heavy stuff going on. Now you can, if you want, summon someone in. You can't use your Mimic down here, and what we will be using is... There'll be Crucible Knights down here. 2 of them. So I'm just going to use that. And my Bestial Vitality, I reckon. If this doesn't work, of course, we can think seriously about using one of the other ones, but I think we're going to be fine. So the first one's down, and you pick up the Horn Shield. If you're a shield user, that's a good one. And the thing to pick up down here before we go any further is the cookbook. You can come around outside. I don't think there's anything on this one. No, there's nothing on this one outside. Is there anything out on this side? No. Okay. So that's the first one. There are 2. And I like to summon the Crucible Knights down because there are other enemies in that space. Oh man, look at this. Look how much junk we've got. A whole lot of stuff I'm never going to use. I mean, it's up to you. If you're into that sort of thing, you can come and use it. I'm not. So this one, I'm going to bring him down. Come on. You can do it, I believe in you. Ow! That hurt. Ow! Honestly, bloody Crucible Knight causing me grief. Okay, there you go. So Crucible Knight's down. I'm not going to bother doing that because we're going to find more than enough. Let's put this on first. More than enough of these enemies to build up our FP while we go through this area. So, coming in here. If you clicking R3, we're going to come out to where we were, and we're going to find lots of these guys. Okay. So this is where the next one was taken. Smithing 5. One of those bad boys. Come out into this area, and this is where they were hiding. And you do want to hit that if you can. Order healing. So if you are going for a golden order build, you've got the order healing now. You've got some centipedes. You're picking up some good stuff. Golden Rune 13. We've got a bunch of those now, so you can there's easily a level in runes. And there's going to be more of that coming. So before we go straight out and deal with the boss of the area, we're going to come through up the top here. And we've got lots of little enemies. So you can see them in there. So now we've filled up you can see that just by taking out those enemies, we've filled up our FP bar and our health bar. They're both chockers now. And we're just ploughing through. Pick up the rune arc. And now we'll see, if you have a look at our bars, they're both full. So out here we've got Darrell's brother. Come and say hello. And hand over the twinned armor set. And this is his brother, who's clearly not coping. Sorry, mate. But you give him back his armor set. And he realises his brother must be dead. Now here we can actually summon D into this fight, if you want. It might be worth doing just to see how he fights, because it's the only place you can summon him in, I think. So we're going to bring him in. We'll wait till he turns up, and then we'll get our Mimic. And we'll do this for all of them. We might want to use one of these. One of these. Now this is a twin gargoyle fight, right? And these bastards actually will also use poison. Super bad poison, like super hardcore poison. So I'm trying to hit him with this. And you can see it's already doing a good job sapping away its health. It's nice from a distance. Ow. The good thing is also you get to jump, which sometimes actually works really well in your favour. Right. Oh. Now, let's get this guy with a little bit of... Whoa. Let's get him with this. Oh, or not. So it's hitting him pretty hard. And obviously the big advantage of using this is that it's going to get our health back. Now the problem, if you can see, the main issue with using this versus using this is that this tracks. They didn't get much for it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so now we've killed those. What we picked up are some really good weapons. Really fun weapons. So one is the Gargoyle's Twin Blade. Looks like that. It really looks great. has an excellent moveset. Scales really, really well with either blood or with strength or with cold. Really good for applying procs and things like that. We've also picked up the Gargoyle's Greatsword, a solid greatsword that scales very well. If you wanted to, you could use that as our faith weapon. You know, you could put Sacred Blade on it and get it beefed up. I'm happy enough with my loadout. So we're going to rest here. We're not going to actually, sorry, we're not going to rest. We're just going to sit here. But then you would think, all right, well, we're done, right? So you'd look at this area and you'd think, yeah, okay, I fought the boss. There was this sneaky area with a couple of gargoyles. Worth it. But actually, really for no good reason, apart from there are a bunch of people helping around. If you come and rest in the coffin, and why would you? But fans of Souls games recognise that coffins usually mean transport of some sort. So here we are, we've transported it in some way, and now we're in an entirely other area called the Deep Root Depths. And this is huge. This area is really big. And we're going to do this area now, but it is quite substantial. And this is just us. Like, you know, Lady Macbeth is not down here. So you can summon in a friend. You can't summon in a mimic. I am going to use a flask and a boiled crab because these guys, I don't know, these guys always just sort of seem to, they just seem to get it, they just seem to mess me up. You can see we're doing quite a bit of damage, but so is he. Ow. Jeez. Hate those guys. Alright. So for that you get the Staff of the Avatar. And straight ahead you can see there's a little shiny. There are ants up here. Ants. Hate the ants. Ah! Whoa. Yeah. Those sort of ants. The sort of ants that just headbutt you and push you off the cliff kind of ants. Hate the ants. Hate the ants. Okay. Done. Whew. So we picked up a really good Ash of War, which is the Golden Land, which sends out those little bolts of lightning if you use it. I wonder if we can put it on. Let's see if we can stick it on. What do we got? Let's put it on the clay. See if it'll go on the claymore. Nah, can't put it on. Oh well, no, that's alright. You've got to put it on a heavy weapon like a heavy hammer or something like that. That's okay. We don't need to do that. Alright, so this area here, we haven't got a map yet. We're going to get a map. The only thing that's up there now is ants. So we're going to come around here to the west. And we're going up on tree roots. Now, you don't have to do any of this, but it's totally worth it because you're about to get another metric ton of runes. You don't need it, but you're going to get it anyway. And I think we're going to use our little dagger because we want long-range distance attacks to be happening. And I'll show you why. So when we come in here, we've got lots and lots of ants. And you want to be able to get them from distance. And they're worth a crazy amount. So the soldier ants, if I can call them that, are worth, little bits. They're not worth millions, but they're worth some. But the guys up top, the big large ones down the bottom, they are worth heaps. Can we reach? We can't reach. Okay, well, we can't reach. We're going to have to just go down and fight them. We can get some of them. You get a Newman rune for each of those. Oh, it's not going to reach. I got no reach. I got no reach. Okay. What can I do with no reach? I can craft some bombs. Only 3? 3 bombs? Oh, 18 volcanic pots. That'll do. Some volcanic pots. Let's start some fires. Okay, so we got some volcanic pots. And we got some bombs. We want these because we want to be getting them from a distance. Alright, 1. 2. 3. Oh yeah. Okay, so now let's just go down and fight them. Let's just get down there and get them. Ants. The great thing about our setup is that we're upgrading our health and our FP just by killing the ants. There is also that Miyazaki thing of going, is there a reason why we needed 50 ants? Like, I get it. You want ants, you got to fight some ants, understand. Does it have to be 50? Have you that many? So you got a somber 6. And a ton of these Newman runes. So these things are worth 12,500 each. So we just picked up like 70,000 runes. So a level. Just by taking out those ants. Which is crazy. Okay. Now we come out and we get what we really want, which is this thing. Elden Stars, which is a really nice... Man, we're not going to be able to get those boys, but we can... Oh, there's one more. Oh, no. Wrong one. I meant you. Ugh. Now I've just let him know we're here. Oh, well. What we're going to do is bail. Up here. And outski. That's junk loot. You don't need it. It's all junk loot and ambushes along here. The whole idea is you run up the middle, you see all that loot, you think, wow, that's fabulous, and they're like rune 1s and rune 2s, and then you just get ganked by ants. Ants, 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 ants. So straight ahead, Grace. And we got a couple of levels out of that little adventure. There's the level that we have just because we killed them all. We'll take that one. And then there'll be another level with all those Newman runes. But we're not going to worry about that just yet because we're literally about to get even more. Even more! Even more! So following this around here, around to the north, we're following the water. In front of us is going to be, and you'll see it, a stationary gargoyle just there that spits fire. So come over here behind it. And we're going to come around behind this thing. Now, I also want you to put in your left hand the beast repellent torch. Right? And if you put the beast repellent torch in your hand, those guys won't touch you. The little beastie boys. Perfect. So it works on the dogs and it works on the frogs. Pick up a hefty beast bone. We're going to grab this. Now I'm pretty sure, which is the map, so you can see how big this whole area is. Right? It's a whole other thing. We're going to try and sneak in behind another one of those gargoyles. So if you're just running, right, and you run and you run and you go hard left, you should be okay. Oh man. You get stuck, of course, you're a bit stuffed, but for some reason they don't turn around. You'd think if you didn't turn around you'd be wedged right up against the door. But anyway. Ash of War Vacuum Slice. That's what was on that gargoyle sword, so you can now put it on anything you want. There's not a lot else in here apart from those dudes and a bear, which we have no intention of messing with, and some warriors who are just, you know, hanging around, being bad. We can hear a mausoleum, but we're not going to play with that just yet. We are, however, coming straight through to the Grace over here. So we're going to finish up this episode by fighting another Crucible Knight and getting a really good Crucible Knight weapon. And then back to that Grace. So first of all, these are the loot. Some of these loots are pretty good. So come and grab. You've got a human bone shard, smithing 4, rune 9, rune 8. Another rune 8. Somber 4, so it's all looking pretty good. You can fall down here and over here to the side. We've got a double jump. When we go up there, we're going to be attacked. So get rid of that. Eat this. Eat this. And up we go. Pretty much want to be going straight this way. Little bit there, and you can see right in front of us, there's our bad boy. Oh, come on. The time it takes you to stand around and give yourself golden bow. Ow. Thank you. Alright, so with him down, you get 25,000 runes, and you get Siluria's Tree. That's the long spear that does fantastic holy damage. It's a really good weapon, but Macbeth does not use spears. And in here, the Crucible Tree set. So basically the same as the Crucible Axe set. The two helms are different, the tree set and the axe set. Not a lot, you know, Basically the same, it's just aesthetics. These are different. One looks like kind of more Japanesey, ninja-y stuff. The pants are exactly the same. The gloves are exactly the same. So just two versions of the Crucible Knight set for you to play with. Okay, so now that we've done this little area and picked up that, pop around the corner. Nothing up here apart from, if you are collecting them, a little nascent butterfly. All right, well, we're going to leave it here and head back to the Nameless Eternal City where we'll meet up next time. See ya.